one more thing of my note that I did not say, and I'm just going to say it, not get deep into it. For those who know. Those who want to get deeper will get deeper through the leading of the Spirit, who leads us into all wisdom and truth. But another thing we see in that story is that Mary Magdalene was the first to get up and say, I want to go see Christ. And she also turns around to be the last who actually sees Christ. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Okay, remember this. And it's part of that CPU. It's a part of universal CPU, how the subconscious mind works. Just like a computer. You put the letter TAM in, right? And you want a backspace, you want to delete, it's going to go MAT. You cannot jump to get to, well, nowadays you can, but how the mind works, see, it's kind of a step-by-step process. And what you put into it really matters, because that's going to be the output. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, right? So let's be careful of how we till the field of our mind, right? Let's be careful of how we build our cities in our mind, because we are going to reap the rewards or the detriment of whatever it is that we put in there. So when Paul says in Philippians, try to meditate on things that are pure, things that are good, things that are beautiful, things that are lovely, right? Because that's what you want your earth to look like, ain't it? Right? We're bringing heaven to earth, and it's all through our thoughts. So we have to train our mind to think better so we could do better, so we could see better in our reality. And we have to do it not just for ourselves, but for the future generation. We have children, at least I do. And I see many children out there, and they deserve a clean, beautiful, livable world. And it's our duty and responsibility to be builders of that, to be providers of that through the angelic or the heavenly instructions of the Most High God. We have the power to create what it is we want to see, right? We are doing this. We are creating this. So we cannot get upset with the heavens, with the Most High God, with any angel, saint, spirit guide, ancestors. We cannot get upset for what we are doing. We're creating this madness. We're creating this corruption. We're creating all of this pollution. We are doing this. And we need to stop, because we're going to get wiped out if we continue this up, because God is not going to let this earth go. Or I'll say God would rather wipe us out before letting the world go. So what we see with Mother Nature, with all of these natural occurrences, natural disasters, is actually a cleaning up. You know, it's what do you call it? Cleaning up shop. You know what I mean? So I'm not too saddened when I see Mother Nature do her thing through earthquakes, through tornadoes, through hurricanes, through tsunamis, through anything that needs to be done to get your attention that we are backwards, we're evil, we're not on the path of righteousness. We still don't understand our power. We still don't know who we are. We still have not woken up. We are asleep. We are asleep, and we need to wake up. And right now, the chosen ones have been activated as divine messengers, prophets, oracles, writers, musicians. They're going to be in powerful positions because the world lacks righteous leadership. So that's the shift that's taking place. People are going through training. At least most of the chosen ones have already been trained. Their lifetime so far has been training. I'm sure they have suffered, right? But they still turned the other cheek. They still did not allow their hearts to get hardened. And that's why they have been chosen. They have been chosen because you have chose to suffer for righteousness and not for evil. That's why you've been chosen. For anyone who is wondering what makes a chosen one, or why am I chosen, is because you have suffered for good, for the good of humanity, for the good of the world, for the good of yourself. You loved yourself that much that you were able to love others, including other people, other humans, other organisms like plants, the animals, other ecosystems. You have respect. You have respect for other living beings. You have respect for life. That's why you've been chosen. Just in case you were curious, just in case you were wondering, just in case you really needed to know, right? You're not chosen because you necessarily are of high intellect, even though having a high intellect is a good quality for a chosen one, right? The better able you are to communicate with people, and the better able you are to expand your reach to different audiences, that's only a benefit to God's kingdom. That only means the word gets to be, conveyed in quicker mediums, right? Right now, the chosen ones are being activated because this world is going to ruins. And God loved the world so much that he sent his only son, which is the light of enlightenment, wisdom, knowledge, right? He didn't send his son. I'm getting deep. I'm getting passionate. So I'm going to woosah, take it down a bit and wrap up the video. But I'm not here on purpose. Meaning, I could be doing some carnal things right now, watching Love and Hip Hop or other things like that. I could be out at a bar. I could be doing stuff that a lot of people are doing, and I'm honestly not judging what people are doing. I'm saying, for me to be sitting here speaking as I am speaking, it must be God, because I don't really like putting myself out there like that. I mean, once upon a time, I put myself out there for the world being used by lower vibrations, lower vibrational entities. So I used to put myself out there a lot, being scantily clad and, all dolled up and attracting the wrong attention, basically. So I kind of matured, really, as most of us should. Right? This is about maturity. This is about growth. So as it says in Corinthians, there comes a time where you have to put away childish things. And I think my time has come. And I'm not going to say forced or thrusted in it, but I'm still a little bit astonished as to, oh my gosh, this is who I am. And this is what I'm doing right here, right now. Like this is my life now. So it must be God. Because trust and believe there's other things I could be doing, but God wants me to do this. And that's how I know that things are imminent. We are in imminent danger. These are some perilous times. We're in the last days for God to have to call upon me to be a messenger, right? And some other people that you've seen just popping up with, psychic abilities, popping up with, a whole lot of gifts. But basically the gifts are mediums to send a message from the higher realms saying, listen, humans, y'all need to get back in line because you're throwing things off balance here. And you guys are so egotistical. You guys have forgotten that it's not just about you. It's not just about us human beings. It's not just about us, and we need to be more mindful, more respectful of that. Otherwise, we're going to see a lot of tribulation. We're going to see a lot of tribulation. We're going to see a lot of tribulation. But it is not God's will that any should perish. We need to come to the knowledge and understanding of Jesus Christ, about what that means, what that is, what that process is like, so you could go through that too. I love you all. Wow, God, all glory to your name, Most High One. Like, this was quite intense. This was quite intense. I leave you all here. Enjoy your week. I'll see you soon.